Launching the application. First of all, you have to open the application by clicking on the shortcut of Adobe Premiere. It will look like something as follows. When you open it, you will be welcomed with the screen on which you will be given an option to make new project, open existing project, and help as shown. Here, if you are starting for the first time, you have to click on new project, or if you want to continue on some old project, then you have to click on open project and select the project which is needed. When you open a new project, you will be shown a window as shown. When you open new project, you will be given option for naming your project and selecting other options. Video rendering and playback option is there. If you have an external video rendering card, you will have an option to change it, otherwise it will stay default. Video option is there to change the timecoding formation. It can be changed to different options. Most commonly used are timecode or frames. Audio option is also used to change the display option of audio samples. Capture option. Capture option is there to select which camera you are using. If you are using any HD camera, then you have to select HDV, otherwise select DV. But if you are not using any external camera to capture video, then user can select any option. Location is for selecting the location of your complete project, which will include all the things. It is recommended to select storage drive other than your operating system device. Naming is for naming your project. There is also an option of scratch disk at the top. By clicking on that, you will be shown a window. In this window, there are different options to define multiple folder locations or even different drives for capturing video and audio preview files of the project. All options can have the option of same location as of the project, so that all of the project data is at one place. When the project settings are done, press OK. It will take you to the sequence setting. There are the settings which are required for making your playback system compatible with your output file. Here we have a lot of presets which are made for user ease. These are the standards used around the world. For example, in Pakistan, PAL type is used. So if we select standard 48 kHz in DV PAL, then all other selecting will be set accordingly, which include aspect ratio, frame rate, audio bit rate, etc. Now let's move toward the new sequence setting. By clicking it, we will have a window as shown. If user want to change the default setting selected on the previous screen, then more options are available on this screen for power users. So the users can make their own preset, which can be saved to be used later. There is a track option at the top. By clicking on it, we will have a screen as shown. Video option is there to select how many tracks are required for video. Audio have multiple options to select which output is required, from mono to 5.1. Users can even define different names to different tracks and change the type of that particular track. When all setting is done, the OK button is pressed. The main program is open with windows as shown. Top left window is the project interface. It shows all the sequences, clips, audio and video. Along with the project interface, the source screen is the source monitor, which is used for getting video from the raw footage. If suppose we import a video, by double clicking it, it will be opened in the source monitor. The source monitor is used for getting video from the raw footage by putting in and out point and easily dragging it to the timeline. Top right is the program monitor. It is actually the screen which shows the content which are on the timeline and will be rendered. It includes all the tracks on the timeline. Lower left window contains effect, history, info, markers, etc. Sequence window will show the current sequence. The user working on the timeline will be shown in this window. All the clips will be on it and all the editing will be done on it. Select any tool to activate it to use in the timeline by clicking on it or pressing its shortcut key. Let the cursor hover over a tool to see its name and keyboard shortcut. The tools consist of a selection tool, the standard tool for selecting clips, menus, items, and other objects in the user interface. Track selection tool. Select this tool to select all the clips to the right of the cursor in a sequence. Ripple edit tool. Select this tool to trim the in and out point of a clip in a timeline. Rolling edit tool. Select this tool to roll the edit points between two clips in a timeline. Rate stretch tool. Select this tool to shorten a clip in a timeline by speeding it up. The rate stretch tool changes speed and duration but leaves the in and out point of the clip unchanged. Razor tool. Select this tool to make one or more incisions in clips in a timeline. Slip tool. Select this tool to simultaneously change the in and out points of a clip. Slide tool. Select this tool to move a clip to the left or right while simultaneously trimming the two clips that surround it. The combined duration of the three clips and the location of the group in the timeline remains unchanged. Pen tool. Select this tool to set or select keyframes or to adjust connected lines in a timeline. Hand tool. Select this tool to move the viewing area of a timeline to the left or right. Zoom tool. Select this tool to zoom in or out in a timeline viewing area. Press the keyboard button Alt to zoom out by one increment. Customizing the workspace. When the user requires making changes to their workspace, it is possible for them by going in the window in the menu bar as shown. In there, if they go to the workspace, there are a couple of default settings available. If a person is familiar to an old Premiere Pro version, then editing CS 5.5 can be selected. All the windows will be adjusted accordingly as shown. Here everything is the same, just the positioning of the windows are different. Any user can adjust according to the requirement. They can add the windows from the window menu. The size of the window can also be adjusted by placing the mouse in the divider line and changing the size of that particular window. Brighten or darken the interface. You can lower the brightness when making color correction or working in dark environments. Changing the brightness will affect panels, windows and dialog boxes but will not affect scroll bars, title bars and menus. Let's do the process to the changings. Choose Edit, Preference, Appearance, drag the user interface brightness slider to the left or right. Click Default to restore the default brightness levels. Let's move to a dock, group or float panels. You can dock panels together, move them in or out of groups and undock them so that they can float. As you drag a panel, drop zones area onto which you can move, the panel becomes highlighted. The drop zone you choose determines where the panel is inserted or whether it's dock or group with other panels. Save a custom workspace. As you customize a workspace, the application tracks your changes, storing the most recent layout. To store a specific layout more permanently, save a custom workspace and then choose New Workspace. Type a name for the workspace and click OK. The workspace saved can be seen here. Keyboard shortcuts and customizing. Many commands have keyboard shortcut equivalents, so you can have complete tasks with minimal use of the mouse. You can create or edit keyboard shortcuts. Let's find keyboard shortcuts. For a tool or button, hold the pointer over the tool or button until its tooltip appears. The keyboard shortcut appears in the tooltip after the tool description. For menu commands, Look for the keyboard shortcuts at the right of the commands. For the most used keyboard shortcuts not shown in the tooltip or on menus, let's see the table. Choose Edit, Keyboard Shortcuts. Use the search field in the keyboard customization dialog box to find a specific command quickly.